Yo, goddamn me, what's going on? You know what time it is. You're locked in and loaded to the hottest podcast on the airways. My bad. With two of the flies DJs, I go by E2 Smooth.
And it's your girl, LG Penny. What's good? Where's poppin'?
Yo, and we're back for another hot episode this week of the DLS, the Day Late Show. And if you guys missed it, man, listen, there's been a lot going on for the last week. Me and Miss Penny both been out handling business, taking care of, the adulthood situation. And you know how we do it every week here on the DLS. So before we jump into the show, Miss Penny, let's get right into it. Let's give a quick debrief of the week. Give me your highs first, and then we'll get into the lows last.
So, first I want to say, for my highs this week, first I want to thank God for blessing us to make it through such a hectic week.
Definitely.
A hot week at that.
Most definitely.
I could have sworn it was supposed to rain about 2 days ago, but I'm praying on it. But I can say my highs for this week is that I'm still pushing myself to go harder and to challenge myself. As y'all always know, I always say I don't like to be comfortable, so might as well challenge yourself, push yourself to the next level, do something that's going to make you go to the next level, whether you're scared, nervous, whatever. Just take this step, because that might be the step that'll take you
Unlock that
and
door.
lock you in.
Yep,
okay?
yep.
My lows for the week, I can say procrastination. Your girls still do be procrastinating, but don't we all? Of course, we all like a little break. I feel like life can kind of get to us to a sense where it's like, woo, okay, as soon as you get off, you just want to lay there and do nothing. But sometimes I feel like you have to push yourself to fight through that tiredness, because at the end of the day, in order to be great, you got to put in that work overtime, OT. But yeah, what about yourself?
For me, this week's high, of course, I made it to team leader in my position. So
okay, kudos to you.
It's been a lot of work, a lot of stressful work at that.
Hard work.
I can't complain too much. And again, got to give a thanks and shout out to God. Without him, I am nothing. Again, without him, I am nothing. For my lows this week is just being more disciplined, making sure that I stay on top of the things that I need to take care of, making sure that I take time, one, for my outside job that I have, and then just making sure I stay focused with, work and as well as the podcast. So just making sure I stay more disciplined, more well-rounded with everything that's going on in my life right now.
Okay.
So we just hope next week will be better, So
for sure, you should always strive for your next day to be better than the day before. Anyway,
always.
Okay, how can I make today better? How can I beat this?
Always.
What
always gotta just we ain't trying to turn it into no preaching podcast. This go.
But y'all know we're gonna give y'all some real.
You know what I mean? Just you always want to outdo yourself. Always
You're
outdo
your own competition.
At the end of the day. But Miss Penny, I know me and you've been talking a lot. In the last couple of weeks that we've been away, been handling business and things, and you brought it to my attention about the Sha'Carri. I'm sorry if I'm messing up her name.
Sha'Carri Richardson?
Yeah, about that situation. Mm-hmm. So just give me a little intake of what you think about that.
So personally, as a former female athlete...
Hold on, wait. Excuse me. Before you go on, can you give me your personal side of it and then professional side of what you think?
Okay. So personally, I feel like on the personal side, relating to her as a black female, as a ex-former athlete, especially in the world we live in where male sports is always getting more recognition, the athletes get paid more, they get more recognition for these different things, awards. I feel like with Sha'Carri Richardson, she most definitely got her praise. She did her thing. Lil' Mama showed out, and we're gonna give kudos to her, because where's she from?
She from Oak Cliff, huh?
Triple D,
Yeah.
So shout out to baby girl for real, from the D-Town, the Day Late Show at your live. But personally, I do feel like with this incident with her and this marijuana thing, I do feel like, of course, she has to take accountability for her actions, because not only are they looking at you as another black girl who's making it to the Olympics, trying to compete with other nationals that are from different states and stuff. You have to set that bar, set that standard. You knew what you were doing. You know what you're in the run for. You really got to go big or go home. And at this point, what she say when she ran through that line, they know my name, or what's my name? We know your name, baby girl, so you need to stand on it. But I am proud that she had approached things and dealt with them the way that she did, instead of making excuses like everybody else. Now, I'm not gonna lie, from the perspective on the other side, as far as what'd you say, personal and business?
Yeah.
I guess that kind of was personal and business to me, because I feel like when it comes to business, you should, personally, I'm always thinking business. You know what I mean? If you're going to move a certain type of way, make a certain move, you need to make sure that your next move will be your best move.
Always.
And if you get caught up, you're going to be able to cover that shit up, period. Shit like that. So I feel like, she could have played herself way better than that. We know his ways to, baby girl, come on. I'm just surprised her ain't and nobody was like, hey, you got, But like we said, accountability. Besides that, I feel like on another perspective, viewpoint, I feel like, of course, they're kind of make an example out of her just because she is a minority and she has orange hair when she ran and made it and beat everybody else. You know what I mean? So to them, they probably feel like, oh, how we gonna let her come in here, run circles around us and get away with smoking a drug, marijuana, even though it's a medical drug, homegrown, And the thing about it to me, it's like everybody know, weed don't make you no track star. I'm a runner, I'm a track star. You hit that, boy, you is sleepy. You's a sleepy star. You ain't doing nothing. We're trying to sit down. You're slow. You're a turtle at that, So I feel like they took it to the head as if this is something that could have enhanced her abilities to win and get ahead in the race. If anything, she probably tired of stretched the hell out. I would have hit it too. You know what I mean? But, I understand. Business comes first, though. What about you?
So I'm going to go ahead and attack it. I'm going to do the business, then I'm going to get into the personal. Like I say, man, I'm a business-minded dude. So my money comes before anything. I'm always thinking about how to make the next dollar or just how to better the situation that I'm in right now so I can make bigger, better bag than I got now. So with that, the only thing I would say, and I don't really know the full story, but what I did hear was I think after she had beat the record to get into the Olympics, I don't know if her mom got sick or her mom ended up passing or something like that.
It was,
and they said that that's the reason why she did what she did was because she was trying to.
But no excuse because nobody know her life but her.
But that's what I was gonna say. Like it ain't no excuses to it.
Because she probably do it on the regular and just don't. You know what I mean?
I can't
so
really
who knows?
just always say that. I can put myself in her shoes because she lost her mother. My mother's still here.
Right, and then she has so much on her shoulders. So
I can't really just go off and say that. So, but what I would say is this. You got to understand something. Yeah. Especially right now in America, they looking for any and every reason to
call you
make
out.
Us, you know what I'm saying?
Prime example.
A prime example of everything. So I'm not saying what she did was wrong and I'm not saying what she did was right. But all I'm saying is this. When we found out about Michael Phelps doing what he did, you know what I'm saying?
They did not strip his medals.
They didn't take his medals away from him.
They let that boy hit that pipe.
Now they told him that, he wouldn't be able to partake in the next event, which I think at that time it was in Belgium. I'm not sure, it was a long time ago, but they didn't take his medals away. Right. And he clearly came out and said that he was doing it while he was listening to Lil Wayne.
It was proof
Michael
on
Phelps,
top
we
of
remember
it, pictures,
that. You know what I'm
videos.
saying? We ain't forgot. We ain't forgot. But I'm just saying this. To all the sisters and brothers out here listening, now here at the Daily Show, we don't discriminate, but I'm going to be honest and tell you straight up. If you going to put your best foot forward, just make sure you understand that right now, especially right now,
you have to work
everything
hard.
Is politics. Everything is it's gonna be a reason. As soon as you mess up, if you look wrong, you say the wrong thing, it's a done deal. Now, I'm not saying hold your tongue, or I'm not saying you have to, give in or make yourself small because of the situation. But I'm just saying, if you already know that you are role models to the younger generation and you done did something that a lot of people, especially from Dallas, ain't been able to do in Lord knows how long. You know what I'm saying? You just got to think smarter and think better.
No, for real.
What I'm going to say to that situation is, again, people smoke all day, every day. People use marijuana like they smoke
football
cigarettes.
Players,
you know what I'm saying?
Basketball players, let's be for real, soccer players.
I'm just, again, I can't find another way to say, like, it was just you just trying to use her as a this
example.
Is what you do and this is what we're gonna do to you. So at the end of the day, again, to the young generation, if you're gonna make your business moves or you're gonna put yourself in that limelight, just make sure you understand what comes with it and make sure that you are now the biggest example and they're gonna try to use you every single time. You dig what I'm saying? And that's from your boy Smooth. But on a personal note, again, and just try to make sure you put your best foot forward, man.
Yeah, I think it's more so like you said, you have to think before you do something. If anything, it's always a cause and effect.
Oh yeah.
If you know you're going to be in the business world doing something like this, put yourself in the environment that you need to be in to get yourself to the next level. You know what I mean? You got to think smarter, not harder. You got to surround yourself and network with those people who are in the same circle or trying to make the same goals as you. So if you're supposed to be having a race tomorrow and you hanging with your partner or your homegirl, if you're going to do that, do it behind scenes, but make sure you handle your business before you go
On me.
punch in and take that test and do it. You know what I
Or,
mean?
you know what I'm saying? I
Always cover your
again,
tricks.
I can't just sit here and say like I understand, because I don't. My mother is still alive, so I don't know what that pain feels like. All I can do is say that I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Or I can attest to it, but I don't really just know. But again, if you gonna do what you do, just make sure you understand like it's a time and a place for everything. Get through your first step first, win the Olympics, and then from that point on, celebrate and do what you gotta do. Can't nobody tell you no wrong after that. You dig what I'm saying? So, with that being said, again, Miss Reed, Miss Sha, man, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And she's a hometown favorite, man. She run for LSU. Like she doing her thing. So I know for a fact that won't be the last time we gonna see her out. So we ain't worried about it.
We know her name.
You know what I'm saying? And she represent the D for sure, straight out the cliff. So just hold that down for Miss Richardson. We got you. Now, with that being said, a lot of people been in the DMs, man. A lot of people been asking us to talk about this topic. Me and Penny been, going back and forth about it. And Penny, I just want to know, man. I just really want to know, how important is expectations in a relationship?
My live was kind of tripping here, but yeah. Anyways, expectations in a relationship, I feel like they are important, but we have to be mindful of the expectations that you're placing onto others.
What you mean by that?
And when I say that, I mean, everybody has to realize you are raised differently. Somebody else is raised differently, The way one person may love somebody and show affection may be different from how you love and show affection. The way you receive affection and love might be different versus the way somebody else receives it, So with that being said, it's pretty much just you have to make sure that, of course, your expectations, you have to hold yourself to a standard as well as your partner. I don't believe in settling. So I'm not saying to go out there and find somebody who, want to just let you do whatever, run over them. You ain't got to have no type of expectations. Nah, fuck that. Hold your expectations. If you want to hold your door every time y'all go to the car, whenever y'all walk in the building, buy you flowers, do this, do that, we'll hold that nigga accountable. But make sure that there's things that you're doing to even that out too. Sometimes I feel like there are people who they're sitting on a fucking pedestal, wanting somebody to do this, do that, pay your bills, cook for you, clean, wash your drawers, but you can't even make a bitch a sandwich. Can you pick me up from work? Put gas in my car, something, you know what I mean? And I feel like people shouldn't have to ask you to perform certain duties and tasks when it comes to being in a relationship. But that also can become an expectation that person isn't obligated to live up to. Everybody has their own standard, their own meaning of how their dream person is supposed to treat them. So you can't expect them to treat you like that if they aren't aware.
Facts. I feel like when it comes down to the expectations of your relationship, it also comes into just knowing the person, knowing your significant other, understanding your significant other, being there for your significant other, actually taking the time to not just listen but understand your significant other. So when I say that, it's like what you said earlier. You can't expect everybody to think or have the same mentality as you. And that's why it's a relationship. It's supposed to be 50-50, 100-100, however you want to split it down the middle. It's supposed to be down the middle for a reason. Now, what really kills me is the fact that people try to put other people expectations into their situation. So you know what I'm saying, and it's really killing.
And it makes it up. I'm not gonna lie, that is I think that's a big relationship killer personally, because I've seen it to where certain people look at you like, you let your man do that to you, but then they turn around and they go through the exact same thing.
Like I tell my partners all the time, and one of my partners here, and he can attest. Man, whatever you got going on in your relationship with you and your girl, bro, y'all deal with that. Figure that out. Don't come and tell me about what's going on in your household. You see what I'm saying? Because, and that's the same thing how a lot of people, I need to go run back and talk to my mama, or I need to go tell my mama. Nah, why is you pulling other people into your situation? Because you already know in your heart you're going to be mad for that moment, but you're going to end up going back. But if you go back and then your friends, mama, cousin, daddy, whoever in your business, now they looking at you like you dumb. You see what I'm saying? So stop allowing other people to put their expectations into your situation. And you got to understand it like this. Everybody's meant to be happy. Everybody is not happy. What's that famous saying they say all the time? Misery loves company. So if you're allowing somebody to control your relationship instead of you taking the authoritative over your situation, understanding your partner, understanding y'all lows and y'all highs, You know what I'm saying? If you don't take that serious enough, then hell, by that point, you don't even really need to be in a relationship to begin with.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
And on top of that, like you said, it's not no one else's job to make you feel or understand how, you know, the situation you're going through. The other saying, you never know what somebody going through until you go through it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I can testify to that too, because I feel like it's a lot of people who in certain relationships, and from the outside looking in, they can be like, man, this broad crazy. I never. That dude crazy. I never. 2 months later, you ever, and you doing everything you said you wasn't gonna do, baby.
Or you go put yourself in
the same situation, but in a different perspective, basically. You know what I mean?
Or you go do this, because my homegirl said that, you know, that girl or that dude right there is not right for me. I'm gonna go listen. But you could be missing out on your whole blessing.
But not even that.
You sitting there worrying about what somebody
else saying. And that's the thing that's very important. Listening to other people, sometimes people have to realize people want to see you happy, but they don't want to see you happier than them. They want to see you doing good, but not doing better than them. At the end of the day, you can read through this shit like an open goddamn book, like them clear ass baby mates they used to wear. The baby mates, whatever they call it was. Baby mates. No, for real though. Like, it's so many people you can see straight through. It's like you can tell them something. Oh, this is what you got to do. You got to test the waters, bro. You got to be like, oh, God, I got good news. My man bought me dinner. He did this, he did that. And if your homegirl get the strut up her face, oh, for real. Like, bitch, you not happy my man treated me right? If that's your friend, if that's somebody who really give a damn about you, they gonna care about your happiness, your well-being. They want to see you happy just as bad as they want to see themselves happy. They want to see you win just as bad as they want to see themselves and their mama win. You know what I mean? They're not gonna allow you to fail and put yourself in a situation that's draining you or just taking a lot from you. If anything, they gonna push you to do better. But you have to just be mindful. Some people are jealous of the stuff that you have going on in your relationship, in your career, in your life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like, you just got to be strong-headed and know, yeah, you might want that friend, that listening ear, but sometimes God just has to be that listening ear. Your notes in your phone got to be a listening ear. You hear me? Them prayers. Because once you open your ear and your mouth to the next person, that can really bring in different energy into your life, because you never know who's praying on your downfall. You know?
That's why I say my auntie always told me before she left this earth, and may God rest her soul, she always told me, like, a lot of people sit there and tell you that they pray for you or they want the best for you, like you say, but you never know what they praying for when they go behind closed doors. A lot of people can sit there and say they want the best for you, but pray for your downfall. A lot of people can say that they want to see you happy, but they just hope that you're not as happy as them or more happier than them.
And then it could be them relationships where you have a friend who's usually always single, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, her other friends are the ones who always usually mingling and stuff, you know what I mean? Hey. But as soon as you get to dealing with somebody, whether it's a male or female, you know, once you the one who become dealing with somebody and they see that you happy, you consistently doing stuff, it all of a sudden becomes, so this motherfucker really fucking with somebody. You really happy? What y'all, you know, y'all ain't having no problems? You know, it's like they start to get nosy, try to get in your business. That just shows you.
The simplest way to put it.
Colors.
The simplest way to put it is simple as this, bro.
Wait, what Lucci say? Those wish you well, but
they don't want well for you. You know what I'm saying? The simplest way to put it is you live your life for you, man. You live your life. Life is always meant to make mistakes. People kill me, bro. Like, and this ain't even a topic that we was gonna talk about this in the next season, but
yeah,
people always kill me with this. Like, don't be, and I say this every show, don't be afraid to go back to the drawing board. If you unhappy, bro, everybody should not know that you unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Even if it hurts you to walk around with a smile, you never let nobody see you down. You never let nobody dictate your situation. If you know that you love that person and you willing to go that extra route for that person, then you do that. And it don't make you look no stupid than the next person, because it's probably a lot of more people that you don't know that's doing something 10 times worse than you behind closed doors, but they not saying nothing. You see what I'm saying? So to me, shit, I look at it, expectations like excuses. Everybody got one.
What? And people be glad to see you going through some shit that they going through. Oh, okay,
just to say they said so.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, I ain't the only one, to make themselves feel good in the inside. You know what I mean? Some fucked up shit, but it be like that.
Man,
you know?
And it really do. But if y'all watching this right now, we need y'all to make an investment real quick, because we need an AC unit in the garage, man. It's
yeah, because it's hot. It's hot.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. It's hot, but we gonna make it work no matter what. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all don't live for nobody else's expectations, man. Live for yourself. If you have that dream that you got, you follow that. If you have that certain career path you want to take on, follow that. If you have that certain person that you love, that you feel like you can't live without, and they worth that drama, or they worth the situation, then you do that. Life is about making mistakes. Not saying that you should make more than one mistake, but it's about making mistakes. That's the only way you're gonna learn and be able to build and grow from them. You dig what I'm saying? And that's just from your boy Smooth.
I real talk.
But man, listen again. Penny, bro, like, what's up, bro? Like, what's really going on this week with you, bro?
This week with me?
Yeah.
You know, I heard Lil Birdie told me somebody on the block owed me $5.
Who you talking about?
Or was it $10?
I mean, what you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know if y'all recall. Our listeners might
Man,
recall.
stop
You know,
this.
I ain't even get there yet. See, he
Stop
already.
this.
We know who the Lil Birdie is.
Stop it. Man, if you gonna shoot a slug, go ahead and put it. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it out there. What you talking about?
Go ahead, put it on the table, goddamn. E2 Smooth, yeah, Mr. E2 Smooth. E2 Rusty, goddamn, because he sure was rusty with that outcome. He told me some Atlanta was gonna walk Milwaukee Bucks, but
they did. They had him on the ropes.
We took it home, so you know, you said what you said, man. You said what you said. It's okay. It's okay.
So what you trying to double up?
What we got? Huh? Double up.
You trying to double up?
What Nipsey say? Double up.
Double up.
Double up.
That's what you trying to do?
Put your money where your
So
mouth
what you
is.
talking about?
Put your cash out where your mouth is.
So who you taking? Suns or the Bucks?
Who else?
Who you taking? Suns or the Bucks?
Only because I'm a loyal person. I was rocking with them before, so let me stay with them. No, I'm sticking to it.
Who you
Because
got?
I know who you finna hop on.
Who?
Who else? Your other team ain't make it.
The Suns.
You ain't got no other choice.
And I'm gonna tell you straight up just
cool.
like this.
It's cool.
I'm gonna tell you just like this.
Cool.
I don't care if it's Brooke Lopez, George Lopez,
Boy, bye.
or Mario Lopez, Suns and 6. You heard it right here first. Right here on the Day Late Show from your boy Smooth. Suns and 6.
saying to her now, I really feel like they have a possibility of going to a game 7, only because I seen a clip of the halftime preview of the game.
Bro.
Man, look. Suns is out there swinging the fuck out there by their rotation, going crazy. They outfits, they in a badass 2-3 zone. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. The Bucks is doing some nice defense, but it could be more pressure applied. I feel like we missing out on shots. We don't really have nobody that's really able to make nothing from the midpoint range and out. I feel like we're gonna have to get on their ass. We're gonna have to do a little bit. Giannis, I need you to get in the paint.
Who is checking that man, Devin Booker? That's all I want to know, D.
Yeah.
Who is checking that man? Nobody checking him. They ain't stopped that man yet. That man going off for what he had the last game. He had like 30. He went for 30. If I'm like if somebody watching this live right now, check that. Check that right now. Check that right now. I'm telling who checking that man. And then you can't even stop Chris Paul. That's Uncle Cliff. That ain't even Chris. That's Cliff Paul.
So question to everybody listening, Miss E2 Smooth. Mm-hmm. Boom. So if Chris Paul or Suns, if they do not make it, do you feel like this will tarnish his name? Do you feel like it's gonna be something else on to add on to CP3 not getting no ring? What you feeling?
Most definitely. And I'm gonna tell you why. Chris Paul got to. It's no question asked. He has to win this championship this year. One, because next year he's not gonna get he's not gonna get a chance. LeBron gonna be back. It's a lot of teams. Devin Booker now. I'm not Devin Booker. What's the boy name? Play for Utah. What's his name? Donovan Mitchell. They coming back better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he don't win this year, it's like, bro, you didn't got to this point.
After this,
that window is closed.
Oof,
you might as well go ahead and get on AA and go and fly to LA. You dig what I'm saying? You might as well go and catch AA and fly to LA. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get with Bron and let's make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, my boy got the new, Space Jam coming out next week.
You dig what I'm saying? Space Jam 2.
I ain't gonna lie.
See it.
I'm a big fan just because the first Space Jam came out in '96. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that was a classic. Still to this day, one of my favorite kid movies of all time. So I really want to see, what the new Space Jam 2 got.
How they revamped it.
Walk out, see what it is, But right about now, you want to go and kick into that segment, or how you want to play it? You want to kick into the segment?
What's the segment?
The segment, man. A penny for your thought. Boy, you act like you just don't know.
I don't. What was the other topic?
Whatever you want to talk about. This your segment.
Shit.
Penny for your thoughts.
We'll say that segment for another day.
Another day?
I got,
so you ain't got nothing.
Nope, I ain't got nothing. Sorry, yeah.
Listen, man. Before we get out of here, I just want to say this. Again, what we went over today. Man, believe in yourself, listen at yourself, and follow yourself. Don't let nobody else deter you from what you feel is right. Don't let nobody else tell you what, you know what I'm saying, what they think you should be doing or how your situation should be or nothing like that. If you know your situation better than anybody, if you take the time that you're supposed to take to know your significant other or know that person that you truly want to spend your rest of your life with, the next couple of years of relationship, whatever you want to call it, take that time, learn from it, grow. And don't let nobody else put no time on your situation. You dig what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you when and where and how to come. You dig what I'm saying? Just do your own thing. But Penny, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to say, make sure you guys keep living big. Take those risks. Don't be afraid to start over. Start where you are now. You can never be too late at starting and finishing something. Even if something keep going wrong, find another way. Find a different path. You know what I mean? You always need more than a plan A. You need that plan A, B, C, because you just never know. So I always take those risks and be prepared for what's to come.
To my real hustlers, you already know it ain't no other plans. If you got that one plan A,
make that shit
you
work
gotta
out.
make it work. You dig what I'm saying? Just understand failure comes with it. Failure builds relationships, failure builds that grit, that grind inside you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you know that's what you want, chase it.
Go for it.
Don't let nobody take that away from you.
Take that chance, that leap.
So with that being said, man, we gonna get ready to close it up out of here. But before we leave, we got to give a shout out to all the sponsors, man. Shout out to Never Not Real Films. Shout out to CJ Productions. Shout out to the Penny Pity Meeks and the Playhouse. Shout out to Hardest the Hoodie, and shout out to Royalty Clothing. And I can't forget Event Photography, and of course, you cannot forget
Day by Day
Productions team. You dig what I'm saying? So again, thank y'all for all that y'all do behind the scenes. We can't thank y'all enough. Much love from the DLS family to y'all. And again, thank you to our fans, friends, family, and everybody that support the show. We're nothing without you guys. More than anything, again, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave your comments, topics, and your concerns, and me and OG will do our best to get back to you. If you can't reach us, follow us on our social media platforms at The Day Late Show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you can't, make sure you tune in each Friday to Spotify, iHeart, and Apple Podcasts. And if you can't catch that there, then you already know where to find us. Catch us that following Tuesday, YouTube at The Day Late Show. Hit us up in the Gmail at The Day Late Show at gmail.com. Please, again, leave your topics, comments, and your concerns, and we'll do our best to get to you. So from the big homie OG and your boy Smooth, this has been the hottest show on the airways. This is the DLS. Latoya Flies DJs. E2 Smooth.